Um, Good evening, everybody. What I wanted to do with this paper is to basically give the audience or my readers an aspect of how the events that led up to the massacre of Wounded Knee uh, in December 29th in 1980, and hopefully be able to uh, gain some knowledge for myself and for the audience, the people reading this paper, that uh, will give you a different view than the skewed view that people see or read about uh, in today's news or topics, or whatever the case may be. And also, I'm going to touch base um, further down the line, or I should say the timeline, of when the occupation occurred at Wounded Knee in the early 70s by a group of activists, organization that called themselves AIM, or American Indian Movement. Some of you may know who this is or have done some research on them themselves. Two people that mainly stuck out with me on this was an actor a lot of you again may know. His name's Russell Means, former Russell Means. He has passed away. He was one of the leaders of the American Indian Movement, one of the founders, and over his years of reading and researching and for self-preservation of the Lakota Sioux tribes in South Dakota, wanted to eventually gain some ground with the U.S. government about treaties that were broken before in the past, and not necessarily restitution, but a means to an end, we should say, considering the events that took place at Wounded Knee Creek in late December, towards the end of the 20th century in 1890. Also, there's another activist who was just as involved as Russell. His name's John Trudell. I used him a lot with this paper. He's also an actor that's played in several different films. Some of you may know him. But the general claim here to this paper is I want my audience to gain another view, different aspect on this historical event and this historical place known as Wounded Knee, and it is on the south or the Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota, pretty close to the Black Hills, relatively close to Mount Rushmore. A lot of you, I'm sure, know where that's at. But this is a story that I tried to tell about how the battle still rages with the U.S. government and its upholdings to retain its treaties for the American Indian, not just in South Dakota or for the tribal members of Wounded Knee, but for all Native Americans in this country, and for that matter, across the globe. So hopefully you will take this and be able to gain a little bit more knowledge about it if you didn't already know about it. So enjoy it.